All right, my name is Hillary Boleyn, and I'm an MSW student. I am here to pick up where we left off from the scenario demand for work. I am in a private practice, and the client is Scott. He's a gay male who recently experienced an assault. So, Scott, you had expressed some uncomfortability around our role, our relationship working together. So, me being a social worker and you being someone who utilizes services from a social worker. Did you want to? I just wanted to give you an opportunity to address that.
I mean, yeah, it's a little weird sometimes to think that I have to go to someone for help for this. So there's times that it's a little off-putting, but I mean, for the most part, we've been able to have good conversations, and it is nice to have someone to talk to about this stuff.
Yeah, I just want to acknowledge too that you're not the only one that feels uncomfortable going to a social worker and asking for help. That's certainly something that other people deal with, so you can understand that. And I just want to say that you're very brave for coming here and asking for help, despite your feelings of uncomfortableness. So I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Thanks. It was a hard decision, but I knew it was something I couldn't do alone. So, and I know other people do it, so that makes it a little easier, I guess.
So moving forward, I just wanted to talk about kind of some of the changes that you'd like to see in your life.
I guess, I don't know. I'd like to not be so worried. So I don't know the word. Just feeling like I'm not safe. I guess it's the best way to put it.
Yeah. That's a really difficult experience to have in your life, and I feel as if I was in that situation, I would also feel those same feelings of not being safe, especially if that was something that you had experienced, is that breach of safety. So, so you'd like to work on being less, feeling less worried. Is what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go through life just having to think about what's around the next corner. Like, I never had to do that before, but now is. I mean, some days are better than others, and when I'm with other people, it's a little better, but I don't want to have to think like that all the time. It's consuming.
Yeah, I can't imagine it. It's very exhausting for you.
Yeah.
So, if we were to think about, if further down the line you didn't have to deal with this issue of not feeling safe, what would that look like for you?
Just be more myself, more relaxed. I guess, being a guy, even a gay guy, I had confidence, and I feel like I've lost some of that. So it'd be nice to just kind of feel like myself again.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the most confident that you could get to that same place of feeling confident and being yourself, how confident do you feel like you? Let me just word that.
Okay.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the most confident that you can return to that place of feeling confident in yourself, where would you say that you fall on that scale? And then 1 being like totally not confident.
Like I can never get back to that?
Yeah.
It varies day by day. Some days are better, but I think overall, maybe only like a 5. I feel like some days I feel like I could, but then other days I feel like I'm just always gonna be scared, and that's not a good feeling.
It's really hard and difficult. And again, you're very brave for coming here and talking about some of the things that you're dealing with. So, what would you say for you? Like, if it moved even just a point, if you went from a 5 to 6, how do you feel that what might be different about that, about how your life would be?
I don't know. I might be maybe a little more willing to make plans or go out. I'm still willing to go out, but I always make sure I have certain people with me now, and I never used to have to do that. So just a little more freedom to kind of do what I want to do.
I love that for you. Yeah, that's absolutely understandable that you would want to go out and be sociable again. So you said that it fluctuates from time to time, right? You have days where you feel more confident, and days where you're not so confident. So I'm wondering, during the days that you're feeling more confident, what has contributed to you feeling more, better about that?
I don't know that I have something specific. I feel like some days I kind of talk to myself and just think like, you could do this, and I try to think about like what I was like before the assault happened, and try to remind myself like who I was. And some days it helps, but some days it's really discouraging because then it reminds me that I'm not like that anymore.